because I need to know, is work dwindling down everywhere else? I mean, the work has dried up. It's been something that has been gradually getting worse. I've just given the better part of my adult life to this company. Like I said, it's going under. I got a family that I got to provide for. So unfortunately, I've come to the conclusion, and I'm at the point where, all right, what's going on, my homies? My name is Leo Koiz from the Blue Collar Trap, and today's video, we need to talk about what's really going on in this blue collar industry, at least here where I live at. This past winter has just been a different brand of work for me. It was slow. We've been doing nothing but little loose end jobs, and honestly, I've just been seeing my future dwindle. It's just kind of just been a sleepwalk to no work. And the company that I work for, I've been here for 15 years almost, maybe more, maybe less, and I've just given the better part of my adult life to this company, and it seems to me that, like I said, it's going under, and the work has dried up. And it's not just here, and I guess that's why I'm making this video, because I need to know, is work dwindling down everywhere else? I mean, I drive up and down the highways here when I go to work, and there's so much work everywhere. Everywhere you turn, there's work. But then again, you talk to somebody that you know, and they're slow. The work is drying up, or they're on their last bit of work, and the company they work for doesn't have any new contracts. And that's just been a worrying situation. It's been something that has been gradually getting worse. I'm lucky enough to be at the point in my life with this company that I get paid basically on a salary wage. So whether or not I work 40 hours a week, whether or not the company has 40 hours of work for me, thankfully and luckily I've been able to, keep my paychecks the same. But that's the hard part about it, is without this work, without the company that I work for being so slow, and my boss dishing out my weekly wage, as long as he has, look, I'm not saying I sit at home on my ass week in and week out, but there's been times where I go 2 weeks at a time without work, and then I'll work, and then eventually a couple months down the line, I'm taking another 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks break. All that accumulates throughout this past year. It's just been accumulating a lot. It's no secret that the economy and everything, the price of everything has gone up. The price of everything is continuously going up. And my pay hasn't gone up in a long time. How can I go ask for a raise when I've been getting paid my salary, and sometimes there's no work? Like, I try to look at it from my boss's point of view, but now, like, after so much time, and now just seeing the writing all over the walls that the company's going under, I need a better job where I'm going to be making more money. I need more money, like, it's a shitty thing to say, but I'm at a plateau, and I'm tired of that. One of the reasons why I made this YouTube channel, The Blue Collar Trap, is because I wanted a space where I can just vent and deviate a lot of my just built up frustrations, stress, worrying, and in hopes that maybe one of these videos will get shown to a lot of people, you know what I mean? And you never know, man, any door can possibly open, which is why I try not to leave all the doors closed, which is why I've been with this company for so long, and just thinking that it is going to get better, my homies. But unfortunately, I've come to the conclusion, and I'm at the point where I'm gonna start looking for a new job. And I feel kind of weird saying that, because I haven't been the new guy in forever, but I'm lucky enough to say that I've learned everything that I need to learn here. Unfortunately, here at this company, I'll never get past Moose, who's the foreman, who's basically the one in charge, and I'll always be at this position, which is just second in charge. And I'm ready for a new challenge in my life. I feel like all the adversity that I've been fighting this past year and a half, 2 years, there's tons about me that you guys don't know. Like, I'm a former addict that's coming up on a huge 5-year milestone here in a little under a month. ready for a new change in my life. I feel like mentally and physically and and emotionally, I'm ready to handle more curveballs that are going to be thrown my way, you know. And I want to take on more responsibilities. I want to take on a new job. Maybe I can have aims at becoming a foreman and get a pay increase. But that's worrying because I hear there's no work. I'm optimistic because I see around that there's tons of work. Tough video for me to make, my homies. It's been definitely a battle. It's been a battle for me this last couple of months, especially. I guess I'm ready to go. And but my question is the work drying up where you guys are from? Is there an abundance of work where you're from? Where are you watching from? What type of blue collar work do you do? I'm really worried about the future. I know that, you know, there's always going to be a demand for this type of work. I never feared of getting replaced by robots or AI or any of that stuff. They need people on the ground to do this manual labor. You know, if the work is drying up, you know, I'm gonna be screwed. If the work is literally drying up, I'm gonna be screwed because I'm almost 40, right? I'm 38 right now. For me to start in a whole new career path would be very, very dangerous for me. Like, I would take a huge pay cut, and you know, I've got almost 20 years of experience being doing this pipe stuff here, pipe laying, you know, running the machines as well. So I know there's definitely, if I start looking for the work, I'm gonna find it, my homies. I'm not worried. I'm afraid of that leap, you know. I'm afraid of the unknown. Yeah, I like I said, let me know, are you guys where you're at? Are you guys struggling with the same type of halt in work? I mean, I know for like the past year, it's always been a issue with us getting our permits to be able to dig or to be able to start working. It started becoming that, and then I gradually started noticing that our suppliers were not having all the stuff that we needed. You know, we're having to wait for stuff to be back ordered, and this is stuff that we were using on a regular basis. You know, I can even go as far as just, I've been seeing the signs for a long time. We used to have a way bigger crew. You guys watch my videos, it's just 4 of us. We used to have 2 groups of like freaking 6-8 people at once. I don't know what it's attributed to. It's worrying. The price of everything is going up, and our pay isn't. Let me know down in the comments. I apologize for this type of video. I guess I'm probably just venting, but I am really worried. I am really, I guess worried is a bit dramatic. I guess I'm very cognitive of the situation, and it's making me a bit antsy because, you know, I see tons of people that are losing their houses, their businesses, everything, their cars, and they're living out on the streets. And, you know, I always try to not take everything for granted, and I try to put myself in those positions and say, you know, one day it can happen, but this is when we have to step up and make sure that we provide. I got a family that I got to provide for. So yeah, let me know how you guys are doing with work. Let me know where you're from. Sorry for venting, and I appreciate you listening, honestly. Thank you for watching.